The TUC boss claimed Brexit is a risk to the livelihoods of British workers because it could lead to a race to the bottom, with British firm undercutting services to beat competitors from the European Union. Ms. O'Grady said, "I think we have to make compromises, and that's also because, when I look at the alternatives, whose rules would I rather play by? I would rather play by the rules of single market and the customs union, imperfect though they may be, than being told by President Trump what should happen to our steel industry. The worst-case scenario is that Britain ends up as a kind of Singapore on the edge of Europe, competing on the basis of deregulation." The TUC previously voiced concerns that Brexit could somehow dilute workers' rights. Deutsche Welle ITVBrexit News. TUC boss Frances O'Grady said she would prefer to play by EU rules on workers' rights. Ms. O'Grady added, "To me, Brexit represents a real risk to people's jobs, to livelihood and their rights at work. My argument is that working people across Europe have an interest in defending a level playing field on workers' rights. What we don't want to see is firms losing British workers to undercut German or French workers and then drop in a race to the bottom." Talking to Deutsche Welle, the TUC boss revealed EU chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier had informed her the government's current Brexit strategy would result in a free trade agreement with little in common with the EU customs union or single market, something Ms. O'Grady claimed would further threaten UK jobs. "I would rather play by the rules of the single market and the customs union." Frances O'Grady, she continued, "I met Mr. Barnier and his message was very clear that if the Prime Minister of Britain sticks to her red lines of coming out of the single market and customs union, then all we're left with is the option of a free trade deal. That poses real threats to workers' rights, their livelihoods and their jobs. These rights that we combine together as unions across Europe to win maternity rights, equal pay for work of equal value. These are rights that really matter, but the government has long dismissed fears workers would suffer because of Brexit, with PM Theresa May announcing she will protect and enhance workers' rights by transposing current EU regulations into the UK system through the Brexit bill. Mrs May said, "Under the EU withdrawal bill we are bringing these rights into UK law. I have said that we will maintain workers' rights, and indeed enhance workers'